everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome back to another episode of OrgelCraft. Hope you all are having a good day today. We are back here in the storage system as promised, and oh boy, do we have a lot that we're going to tick off today, but not in terms of actually sorting stuff, just in terms of setting up a whole bunch of our filters. So we are going to come around here today, and we are going to start setting up filters here, and they're essentially going to be variations of the things that we put in here last week. So we have a whole bunch of natural blocks that didn't get included. Mycelium, podzol, coarse dirt. We're pretending that that's not coarse dirt. Mud, things like that. And then we have all the variations on stone, andesite, granite, deep slate, tuff, all of that. I'm gonna leave some of these off. But yeah, so we have all of those to put in place, and then we have all the variations on those, because every single one of those things that we're going to be putting in here has a slab and a stair. So we are also going to take a look at the multi-item sorting that is going to go on over here, and I guess I probably need to figure out how I want to sort all of that. So yeah, let me go and grab some blocks, and then we'll start putting everything in place. All right, I have gathered blocks for a big slice of our storage system. We're going to get them all put in place. I just discovered that apparently this first one doesn't actually hold anything, because there was not room enough for a slice of the sorting filter. So I guess we're going to skip that. That's a little annoying. But all right, so we're going coarse dirt. We're going mud, podzol, mycelium, rooted dirt, sand, clay, bricks, and then packed mud, and then mud bricks, calcite, stone bricks, smooth stone, chiseled stone, polished andesite, granite, diorite, mossy cobble, mossy stone, deep slate, polished deep slate bricks, deep slate tiles, chiseled deep slate, polished tough bricks, and chiseled tuff. And then continuing on with chiseled tuff, cut sandstone, smooth sandstone, chiseled sandstone, and then red sandstone, cut red sandstone, smooth red sandstone, chiseled red sandstone, polished blackstone. I think I missed one. Nope, I got it. Polished blackstone bricks, chiseled polished blackstone, polished basalt, smooth basalt. And then I'll just get these into the filters. And there we go. This is all set up now. I did not leave room for any possible additions. I know that's probably a mistake, but that's a problem for future Yensid. But no, I feel like this is I feel like this is pretty good for all the stuff that we have here. The order makes sense to me. So yeah, so we're going with that. I have a lot more that needs to get done. But yeah, this was 40 blocks, and it took longer than I thought it was going to take to track all of this down. And because of that, I have decided that I am not going to attempt to do all stair, slab, and wall variants of this stuff in this video, and we will save that for a future episode. But yeah, we have made progress. All of this stuff is in the filters, so theoretically I could start throwing things in if I wanted to. But yeah, I still don't have all of my filter. Whoa, too far. Yeah, I still don't have all of the filters done, but I am making progress. I'm just taking an iron bar's worth of nuggets every time we do this. So I've got stack of iron here, so we'll just change those into nuggets, and then next episode, I will rename all of those, and I'm just slowly making my way around the whole storage system. So I think next time we're going to go for, we'll probably go for wood planks. And then I'll have to see what else I want to do, because wood planks won't take too long to put in. But yeah, slowly but surely chipping away at this project. So I have no grand plan for this episode as of yet. The one thing that we are going to do is we are going to expand this cactus flower farm. It's been sitting here since early on in the season, but I have spent a lot of time working in the area, and we have a whopping 21 cactus flowers to our name. So I would like to massively expand this so that we can have a lot more cactus flowers when we need them. And yeah, I also realized as I was going through, I don't have a vine farm anywhere. So I think that we will probably... I think that I will do that as well. So I'm going to expand this cactus farm so that we can have a lot more cactus flowers and get a vine farm growing. That will be really easy. I just have to figure out exactly how I want to do that, but we'll probably stick that under here as well. I love... I don't come down here. I love, and I have the fog turned off, so that's part of it, but I love that there's currently light being let in all around the edge of this, and I really like the look of the interior here. It's not going to stay like this, and I have no plans for this part of the city. But yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. So, all right, cactus flower farm, let's get that built. Cactus flower farm times 10. So I took the original module that we have and duplicated it 10 times. So now we have a good working farm here. Kind of hard to see from this angle, but yeah. All that set. I debated doubling the size of this, and I was like, no, that's a lot of resources, because it is a lot of pistons and observers and things. So I was like, no, this will be fine. I figure I always leave it so that if I want to expand it in the future, I can just take the schematic, slide it over, and build this thing again. So, you know, if I don't have the flower output that I want in the next 10 episodes or so, we'll just double it, and then, yeah, go from there. All right, so that is finished, and now I need a very simple vine farm, which I think I'm probably just going to put in this same area, and basically it's going to be, I mean, they have to be manual farms anyway, so basically I just need to set something up so that I get vines to grow and every so often come down and shear them. Guys, check this out. The most aesthetically pleasing vine farm you will ever see. Definitely not just throwing things together. This is the masterpiece of OrgelCraft. There will never be anything better than this. I think I'm done here. I am kidding, of course. But yes, so we have our vine farm. And then I just come here. Apparently they're all going to pop to me instead of actually going into the thing. And yeah. So there we go. I realized that I had actually... Because they can sometimes go a little bit beyond... Oh, but that's where my stairs are. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's all good. We'll just put a row of glass here. Like that. Like that? Sure, like that. And break that. But do that, and then we'll take this stair, put it over here, and then put that block there. Aha! Yes! That, like that. And most definitely not like that. No. That is not where that goes. That's going to go like that, and then it will be symmetrical because symmetry is the hallmark of the best build ever. All right, and I can still open this. Yes? Okay, perfect. And then I will just put those shears in there. And whenever I'm down here, I will come and get vines, and we'll have vines for whatever we need vines for. I don't think I've ever built with vines in OrgelCraft ever. Oh no, that's not true. I was in my original base earlier, and there are vines decorating that. So, 6 years ago. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. All right. So there is something about my original skyscraper that we built here that has been bugging me, and that is this down here. I liked the idea of something that was, open and all of that, but you have this massive building here that appears to be supported by these very spindly little posts. And yeah, we need something that gives it a little bit more substance. So I think what I want to do is I think that I want to take the glass out of the corners and then fill it in with, I don't know if we're going to do walls or if I'm going to switch it to solid blocks. I don't know if I actually have any deep slate here to work with. Might have to go get some. I think these are all empty. Are these all empty? Yes, those are all empty. And none of this is deep slate. Okay. Yeah, let me go grab some deep slate, and let's see if we can do anything to improve the look down here. I also feel like I want to fill in the main floor. So, yeah, let me get some stuff together, and then we'll play around with that. Okay, so let's start by, let's take this section right here, and let's try replacing it with blocks. And then we're gonna go ahead and take the glass all the way up. I love having the pack from Vanilla Tweaks that allows you to use the pickaxe to break glass blocks, because it makes it so much easier. I keep saying that Minecraft needs to put a glass cutter in the game. It'd be a great use for a copper tool. But I'll take all that out. Oh, I guess we'll take these walls out too. And, oh, there we go. Alright, that, whoops, not that. Alright, so then how does that look? Yeah, that looks a little more solid. And I almost wonder if we want to bring it back one more. I don't know. Okay, let me do that to the other three corners. This is going to be interesting, because this is a thing like this. So this one we probably will go 3. I see my iron golem has wandered quite far afield. So we'll try that, and then let's see about this corner. This may have to be a little bit of trial and error. I think for this we'll go like that. Oh, I might want this to come one more. Not glass. So then that would be these two as... Maybe not. Maybe just the one? Maybe just the one. And then have that coming out there. Okay, yeah, let's see what this looks like. Okay, this already looks more substantive. I am thinking about possibly swapping out a different block. I also think this one See, like, from this side, it looks fine. But when you look at it from this side, it looks a little thin compared to the other ones. So I think I'm going to do a third block here. And then we'll do that as well, which means I won't actually need this column if we're going to take all of that out. So, because that's going to go here, right? Yes. And then we'll bring this down. So that'll go there. We'll break all of those out. And then go like that, and then the same thing over here. And like that. And then this should give us a little bit more substance. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. The next thing I think, and I do want to maybe play around with, I'm thinking maybe to do some tiles. There was a faster way to do that, but maybe to do this. And I don't know if I want to do the whole thing, or how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, it's an even number. But maybe if we did something like this. Let's try maybe just these corners. And we'll do tiles instead. Whoops. So we'll do that. And on the corner, right? Yes, okay. Let's bring that up. Yeah, I like that. And then the next thing that I wonder is, what if we replace this with walls? And that would give us a little bit more depth variation. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so then we would want to go up here. And then bring all of this down. And then hopefully I have taken enough walls that I can do this. Now, I don't know if this is going to work on every corner, because this corner is kind of flat. So we might have to play around with that as we go. But yeah, I like how this looks. I think we'll leave that. Do I want to leave that? Or do I want to put walls here? No, I want to put walls here. Okay. Yep, we'll do walls as well. And this might kind of just have to be a trial and error thing, because it's not going to work over here. Is it not going to work over here? I mean, it could potentially work over here. What we'll have to do is build this up. Whoops. Uh-oh. There we go. And then let's go down here. And I bet I'm not gonna... Oh, I did hit it! What do we think about that? Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that works. All right, so let me apply this to the other corners. And we'll see how it looks. Alright, changes have been made all around. The columns are looking good. Ignore that because that's where I'm going to be going in to finish off the ceiling in there. But yes, we've got all of our columns looking nice and solid here. I was playing around with having the walls go all the way up, recessed with the underside here, and I liked how it looked, so I tried it out with this part, and I liked that as well. So I went around and redid all of that. But yeah, so now we've got all of our columns in place. This thing actually looks substantial and looks like it's supported. Yeah, and I think that is going to be reinforced when I fill in the roof. So I've got a whole bunch of smooth stone, which I'm going to turn into slabs, and get that all put on the inside. And yeah, I think the lobby is definitely going to need to be done in here. Yeah, because... yeah, it just looks kind of empty without it, so... but that'll be a future project. For right now, I'm just going to work on getting all of these slabs put in, and then we'll go from there. And suddenly, our building's foundation does not look quite as spindly as it did before. Now, there's a few things that I think it still needs. I think that I need to break up the glass wall a little bit with some support pillars. And then if we put a, if we actually do an interior to this that'll break up the sight lines, I think it will sell the illusion a little bit more that there is support running through this. As opposed to, what we have now with it just being wide open. By the way, I think Skiz has ruined the Happy Gast for me. The sounds are driving me insane. I know I can silence it, but yeah, Skiz! Also went through and did some recessed lighting, which during the day doesn't do much. But at night looks really nice having that little glow coming out of here, and then did lighting and a ceiling on the inside as well. So yeah, considering that we made this skyscraper a year ago, yeah, it needs a little bit of love. So I'm liking where it is going, and yeah, we will definitely come back and do an interior at some point. But not today, because unfortunately that is all that I have time for. So hope you have enjoyed... Whoa, hi, Happy Gast. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe. Make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Thanks for watching. See ya real soon. Right, Happy Gast?